Hi there and welcome to this edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole and today we'll be previewing Day 3 of the Great Northern Darwin Cup Carnival, Bridge Toyota Ladies' Day, Wednesday the 19th of July. The first of the two Wednesday meetings of the Carnival is always a highly anticipated fixture when the ladies come out in their finery to enjoy a tremendous midweek occasion. A total of 63 horses have accepted for the meeting, with a full field in the Rose Bowl and 11 runners in the feature Bridge Toyota Cup. The first event, the Silk Laser Clinics Handicap. It's an average benchmark event and it's over the 1100 metres. Time to go at 1:19 p.m. and my numbers are 1, 2 and 4. Going here up the top of the page, number 1, Ideas Man from the stable of Chris Nash and to be ridden by Mark Pegas. Ideas Man, he's won his last two. He won this race last year, incidentally, on his way to a run in the Palmerston where he finished down the track. He's racing really well for Chris Nash and I think judged on that last couple of wins, the last one here on the 1st of July, betting I'm a Legend, he'll take plenty of beating again, especially in this small field. He's drawn barrier 3 in the 5-horse lineup. In for second, number 2, Shearshov. Comes here with some very good credentials behind him. He won 4 in a row in Adelaide and then finished third in a very strong race down there, a benchmark 82. That was on the 13th of May. Hasn't had a run in Darwin and he's trained, of course, by Gary Clark. Jared Todd in the saddle. That combo had a great day on Saturday with 3 wins. And Shearshov's an interesting runner in the first. And in for third, the stablemate of Shearshov, number 4. That's Rising Sphere. Paul Shires aboard for Clarkey. Was a winner 2 starts back. A little disappointing last time out, I thought, but I'd certainly allow him another chance to return to his best here. So in the first, 1, 2 and 4. The second's the TRMT off the track handicap. This also over the 1100 metres for the 0 to 66 gallopers. My numbers here are 4, 5 and 6. Going here with number 4, Real Valencia from the stable of Kim Healy. Dakota Gillette rides, claims the 2 kilos. Raced well in Alice Springs during the carnival, won a race down there on the 17th of April. Has had just the 1 start in Darwin. I liked its effort. Finished 4th on that occasion behind Mr. Cashman. So drops down in grade a little bit here. And I just think it's in the right race to put its foot right on the till. Real Valencia, number 4. In for second, number 5, Kent Street, the last start winner from the stable of Pete Stennett and Adam Nichols aboard. He won here well on the 1st of July. That was in 62 company. So he's going up in grade, but he has been going well, and the 1100 metres seems to suit him at this stage of his career. And in for third, number 6, Rupert's Delight from the Alice Springs stable of Kevin Lamprick. Janis Luxemon aboard. Only had the 1 start in Darwin. Didn't get all favours on that occasion. I think he's an improver and could be one for a little bit longer odds in race 2. Numbers in the second are 4, 5 and 6. The third's the Toyota Finance Handicap, this at the 1300 metre barrier for the 0 to 62 gallopers. We've already had a scratching of this. Number 7, Kaikuyu's come out, drawn wide and will race here instead on Saturday. My numbers here are 3, 1 and 5. Going here with the Alice Visitor in Delago Lad, trained by Russell Bell and Casey Hunter in the saddle. Hit the line well here the other day, I thought, when third behind Kent Street. Beaten about 3.5 lengths on that occasion. That was 1100. The 1300 will suit better. And now with that 1 run under his belt here on the Darwin track, I think Delago Lad will take plenty of beating here. Got him on top ahead of the obvious danger, number 1, Archie James. Mark Pegas for Chris Nash. He's got 3 runners in on the day and a couple of decent chances. Archie won 3 starts back. His last couple of runs only so-so, but saying that, his last start effort I thought was pretty good. He was racing in 0 to 70 grade, so he's down in grade. He finished 7th behind Mr. Cashman, beaten 6 lengths, but he was hitting the line solidly. That was 1100, 1300 metres suits. He's had... well, you'd think it would suit. He's had 2 starts at the trip and he hasn't won one yet, but just the way he races, I think this 1300 will be up his alley. And then for third, number 5, Equal Balance. Kim Healy trains, Janis Luxemon in the saddle. He's had 2 runs in Darwin for a 2nd and a 3rd placing. They've been pretty good. He's up in grade, so a bit of a tougher assignment for Equal Balance, but I think he'll race well. In the third, my numbers are 3, 1 and 5. We go to the first of the features, the $35,000 Fusion Exhibitions Rose Bowl. This is the 0 to 70 for the fillies and mares. Always a good race on the card and a full field to go round here. Numbers in the Rose Bowl are 3, 5, 6 and 4. Ornamental Lady for me, number 3 from the stable of Nicole Irwin, and Dakota Gillette takes them out here. Bear in mind there'll be no claim for Dakota in this $35,000 race. Had the 2 starts in Darwin for 2 good third placings. The last one in this grade behind Mr. Cashman, but of course now only racing the fillies and mares. Nicole won this race last year, and I think she's got a royal chance of doing so again. Number 3 on top for me, Ornamental Lady. Ahead of 5, Noble War. Tayan Holter's team's going well. Paul Shires aboard. Won here on the 8th of July and has been aimed at this race. Actually ran 3rd in this race last year. So the 1300 shouldn't have hold any fears for Noble War. Got her in to run 2nd rather. In for 3rd, number 6, Soul Spirit. Phil Cole trains. Wayne Davis aboard. Raced really well until its last start. Disappointing 8th behind Mr. Cashman, but allow another chance here. And in for 4th, number 4, Swing with Junior for Chloe Baxter and Casey Hunter. So in the first of the features, my numbers are 3, 5, 6 and 4. We go to the 5th, the Chris Williams Jewelers Handicap. This is the first of the 2 miles on the day. This one for the Class 2 gallopers. My numbers here are 7, 1 and 6. Number 7, Benevolent, been knocking on the door for trainer Mark Pegas. Casey Hunter in the saddle. A 3rd, 2 starts back, then a good 2nd in higher grade last time out. That was behind Eureka's Victory, only run down late. So drops back significantly in grade here, Benevolent. From a decent barrier of 4, should be able to go forward and if not set the pace, be very handy to it. And on its last start effort, must be hard to beat. Number 7, ahead of number 1, the obvious danger. Number 1 is Danaher from the Kevin Lamprick stable. Yanis Luxemon aboard. Last raced in the Guineas behind Tub Thumper, of course. Finished 8th on that occasion. Not all went right for Danaher, but I think in this lesser grade from barrier 2, he'll race a lot handier to the pace. And I think he'll be right there when the whips are cracking. And in for 3rd, number 6, Come Again. One last start in maiden company. Emma Lyons rode on that occasion for Kim Healy. Up in grade here, but I didn't mind its winning effort last time out. So in the 5th, my numbers are 7, 1 and 6. And in the last, the Bridge Toyota Cup. The feature of the day, 50,000 up for grabs. The winner of this gets ballot exemption into the metric mile in about 10 days' time. And over the 1,600 metres, of course, for the 0 to 76 gallopers. And my numbers here are 5, 4, 7 and 11. Going here with number 5, Wolfburn from the Gary Clark stable. Gary well represented here. He has 3 runners, and Wolfburn, I think the best of his 3. Jared Todd aboard. Drawn beautifully in barrier 3. I thought his last start effort for 4th behind Noirdaroo in the Rowan Cup was first class, and of course we saw Noirdaroo come out and brain them on Saturday in the Chief Minister's Cup. I think that's a pretty good form line around Wolfburn, and I think he can take out the Bridge Toyota Cup, number 5. Ahead of his stablemate, number 4, Great Diviner. Also trained by Gary and Mark Pegas in the saddle. He's won 2 of his last 3. He's going up in trip here to the mile. That's the interesting question for me. It's his first start over a mile, but I'm sure Gary will have him fit and ready to go a big race here. Great Diviner in for 2nd. In for 3rd, number 7, Iron Edge, trained by Gary's daughter, Ella Clark, who's having a really, really good season with her small team. Alice Lindsay in the saddle. This horse won 2 starts back, a deserved winner, and then 3rd last time out behind Eureka's Victory. Never goes a bad race, and my 4th selection is over the page, number 11, Magnolia Rose, for Kerry Petrick and Paul Denton. Has won 3 of her last 5. Has a good record over this distance of 1,600 metres. Has won 6 times, would you believe? And I've got her right in the mix, number 11. So numbers in the Bridge Toyota Cup are 5, 4, 7 and 11. Best bet on the card in the last. I'm going here with number 5, Wolfburn, race 6, number 5, Wolfburn. I think he'll be very, very hard to beat here and maybe building towards a possible run in the Darwin Cup in about 2.5 weeks' time, would you believe? And the best roughie on the card, race 3, number 8, Kirakat. Race 3, number 8, Kirakat. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again later this week to have a look at day 4 of the carnival. And that, of course, is Ladbrokes NT Derby Day. And until then, good luck and good punting.